Alright, welcome back everybody to this collectible video. This is how we're looking. I'll put the stunt jump as well on the screen. And now we're going in that direction. I guess that would be east on the freeway. Past the Arcadia's building here, the big black one. And then, by the way, that's the stunt jump we're doing behind these trees here. We just gotta get up there. So we're getting off the freeway here on the off-ramp, so to speak. There's a little bit of a hole in the road. And right there is the... Now we're on the other side of the Arcadia's business center. That's the trees that I was talking about. Take a little bit of speed. What can happen here is the goddamn cars get in your way. Boom. When you landed and completed, head off the freeway on the incorrect way of driving on the road. That makes sense, unless you're Australian or English.
So I've warmed in the microwave.
Then this is right up your alley. Once you get to like when the road opens up, so to speak, look for some cranes, right? And head over to the other side, on the correct side this time of the road. Don't take the first ramp off. Take the second one. And now we're gonna do a stunt jump, so I need a little bit of speed. The stunt jump is right in front of us there. So I'm also doing this always during the day. There we go. Immediately after you land, there's another stunt jump. And once I complete this one, I'm gonna stop. Right? So now you saw everything that I did. Those are the red cranes. That's the stunt jump, then this stunt jump. And now I stopped after landing because the next one, it's easier to show you. It's right there. We're jumping from there over to this one over here, okay? So just get on the... Well, just get there, essentially. That's why I showed you where it was, because it's a little bit difficult to explain or see on the map, right? We gotta get off the off-ramp here. Crossing all of the damn freeways. And the stunt jump is beneath us here now. So I'm gonna take some speed. Hopefully no cars. Boom. Once I land this one, I'm going over to the grassy part over here. Crossing the grass. And look for like a tram area where like the little train thing stops. Sort of a little bit of glass on the rooftop and everything. Where the people are sitting and waiting on one of those benches, there's another car. Next up, we're sort of going down into the marina. That's why I parked the bike like that. The cart is right here. Over there, above my head now, is the marina where the helicopters park. But while we are up here, we're gonna do a stunt jump that's hit behind this sign here. So we need to get down. Boom. The stunt jump is in this direction. You can see now we're on the back side of the red cranes that we pointed at before. This is the construction area that's being built. And the stunt jump is... You don't go quite as far as the construction area, but almost. There is a stunt jump right there. There is the construction area. There are the cranes. This is a very known position, I guess, here in GTA. Because, you know, you get the helicopters here, etc. So let's try and do this one. Almost always a car gets in my way here, but we'll see. Oh, had that been a car, I wouldn't have completed it. Yeah, it's programmed like that. So now we want to go back to the marina. If you fail, you just have to go all the way around, right? Use your intuition and your navigation skills. Put on your GPS cap. So I'm just doing a little circle around. There is the tram area that I spoke about before. Those are the stairs we took to get down. Now we want to head to the marina. Actually, you can just open up your map and find it here. The road next to it, essentially. And don't go down just yet. I'm gonna park here and request my car. We're essentially doing a stunt jump that takes us from there. Boom. Bam. And then we're landing in the marina. Or the helicopter area. I don't know. We keep calling it that. So head over to the grassy part, keeping the marina to your back. Okay? Oh, I think I can just hang on. Keeping the marina to your back, head over to the grassy part, and there's actually a stunt jump right in front of us there. This one's very simple. Yeah, the bushes may throw you off a little bit there. Boom. Now we want to get inside of here where you see the Coke E-Cola sign. Underneath of here, there is a sort of like trash area with a whole bunch of rundown trains. Train carts. Head over to approximately the middle of this scrapyard. Buy a yellow container and some rail lines or whatever. Inside of these rail lines, there is another collectible. Now we're under all the bridges and all the freeways and all that stuff. Back to the car, and now we're doing the stunt jump that I spoke about, where it takes you into the marina across the road. So we need a little bit of runner speed for this one. So head down into the drainage area. And head in the opposite direction, essentially. Okay. Approximately until you see a broken down van. Okay, just take your speed from here. And here it is. This stunt jump, you don't get enough airtime with a bike, that's why you need a car. Land on all four wheels. Once you land, look for the sort of communications tower here in the airport area. Helicopter area. On top of that communications tower, there is a signal jammer. Now head back up to your motorcycle. And switch. And now head down in this direction, towards the airport, so to speak. I guess this is south, yeah. And take the first right, keeping the helicopter area on your right-hand side. So as close to the marina, quote-unquote, as you want to be. Then once you get under these winding bridges, head over to the grassy part. You should immediately see a TV, this building, and a car jumping off a ramp like this. Look for not the first but the second toll booth guard, you know what I mean, words. Security checkpoint, I guess. The second and the third one. Inside of this one here, there's a collectible. I guess, I mean, it could be the second or the third, right? Let's say the second one. And now look over to the Zero gas station and head in that direction. And then on a sign here, there is another collectible. I can just show you the front side of the sign.
Say my name.
Krastenberg. On the back side of the sign, there is a collectible.
You're goddamn right.
This is the sign overlooking the Zero gas station. And now we're essentially heading over to the airport area. This is sort of like this loop that everybody knows in the airport. I'm gonna put a marker right here on this side of the loop, right? The airport is in here. Here's his oval thing. I'm putting a marker right there. It doesn't really matter where you put it precisely. We're doing those stunt jumps where the cars are flying off, essentially. There's one behind here, but the one I put the marker on, he's over here. We need a car for this though. So here we go. That's the car jumping off. There's another similar one on the other side of this alien-looking structure thing. So one here, and one like here-ish. Okay. Let's call our personal vehicle. I'm gonna recommend you take your run up from here. That does the least amount of sort of turning. Because once you get on the grass, you lose a little bit of traction. That seems perfect. You can point your gun, so just try to do that. Just spam it a little bit, so that you can fully control your car. And then we'll go on the other side of this loopy thing, of this circular thing, and this one should be even easier to do. Point, point, point. Yeah, it doesn't let you always, so just keep pointing your gun so you can control it. Boom, there we go. Now we're going to like, if you were a normal person, let's say in GTA, where you would be collecting your bags. So point towards the airport, the tarmac area. And where you, not collecting your bags, entering the airport, you know, there it says Los Santos International. Right here, with these blue benches, where you would be entering, quote unquote, entering the actual physical airport. There is a cart. Of course. Oh my god. And now we're doing the stunt jump that everybody knows. This one in here, into the airport. But I'm just gonna deal with this situation. Okay, so this is the last stunt jump that we did. Right? Where I told you to point towards the airport. Now we're doing the stunt jump into the airport. Once you land, immediately go left. Into the Devon Weston hangar. Well, not into, around it, essentially. So there we go, completed that one too. So around the building on the backside. And then into this back door here. First, before you go in, right by the trash can, where it says danger. Vaults, there is a collectible. And then go inside the door, into the locker rooms, there it is. Now we want to go into the helicopter, where the helicopter spawn here, and just steal a helicopter. Ideally, it would be best if it wasn't the cargo bob, but sometimes it is the cargo bobs, it's random. Okay, good. We got the Top Gun Maverick over here. Such a shame that they named this helicopter in particular the Maverick. Because obviously Maverick is a cool aviator name, and this is one of the worst helicopters in the game. Once you get in, open up your map and look for the back hangar. I think it's the Pegasus hangar. You want to go on a ventilation unit on top of the rooftop of the hangar. The second one. I like to land up here, but you don't have to. If you don't, you can just take the little ladder up. Because it's a bit risky. There we go. The collectible is right there on the ventilation unit thing. Now, get in the heli, turn around and look for the communications tower of the airport. There is a signal jammer on top of there that we need to fly and parachute down to. So you can see the communications tower, the green over there. By the way, after doing this, you will lose this helicopter and you're gonna have to find yourself a new helicopter over by the marina over here. Because it takes a while before this one respawns. Okay, so let's go to the communications tower. I think, yeah, I don't think there are any more. You have to land on top of the top where you see the satellite when you parachute. You should have a parachute every time you enter a aerial vehicle. So try to angle yourself properly. And you can use the bumpers to control your character better. This is gonna give you a star most likely, because the helicopter crashes. Land on top. Now I'm pressing the back bumpers, right? Boom. There we go, that's the signal jammer. And now, well actually this is the end of the video, but I'm just gonna bring myself down and lose the cops at the same time. The next episode, we're gonna begin over here in the marina because we need a helicopter. This one back here is not gonna have spawned yet. But this is how we're looking in terms of collectibles. And I'll put the stunt jumps on the screen. and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.